Namaste, Goa Flowers. Happy New Year. It is 2019. Oh my. Time flies, that's for sure. Well, actually 2018 was a good year for me. I didn't feel that it flew by too quickly. And I think that really the reason for that was because I really enjoyed the moment and the moments. I think for the first time in my entire life. I've shared this before, but I'm kind of a person who always lives in the future. And of course, as part of my practice, it's been, to train myself to live more in the present moment. And I think that as human beings, either we live in the future or we live in the past. And of course, as yogis, the goal is to live in the present moment. And that takes a lot of practice. So last year, I don't know if you remember, I shared in a video that we started New Year's in the fourth phase, the waxing gibbous moon phase, which I call patience and trust. And as the first week of the new year, we were in a full moon. So it was sort of that completion. It's illumination, it's wholeness, completion. It's like the peak. And I started off 2018 feeling like I didn't want anything new. I didn't want to start anything new. I felt that the patterns and the colors and that I had were good, but I needed to complete it. So my year of 2018 was all about, working on my moon phase yoga book manuscript. And I finished it pretty much like 85%. I have just a little bit left. I'm so happy with what I did. It was very challenging because there's so many bits and pieces. It was kind of like a puzzle that I had to put together into a story, into a cohesive unit. And I struggled with it, but I breathed through it and I was patient. I taught myself and I practiced to be okay with the moment and to be present in the moment. And 2018 was the year that I really learned to enjoy the process for the first time in my life. And that felt so good. I took myself off social media for a long time. That was very helpful. I highly recommend that. Gave me a very new perspective, gave me some distance. It taught me a lot, and I can share more of that if you're interested. But now I'm back on Instagram. I'm testing it out again. I'm much more clear about what it means to me. And everything is yoga. It's about relationships, really. It's the relationship with ourselves. It's the relationships that we have, with whatever it is that we are in contact with. Because yoga is union. And if you're in contact with something, you can only find union between, two objects or subjects or more. So it's the union of the mind and the body, right? A union between two partners, a union between you and social media or money or whatever it might be. So that felt really, really good. Now this year we started off the new year in the 7th moon phase, which is the last quarter, and I call that the detox phase, or the releasing and letting go phase. So I think that this year I'm going to finish my book and publish my book, but I think that this year is going to be very much a year where there is a lot of cleansing happening. And in a very good way, in cleansing in becoming more clear, of letting go of, you know, more stuff that isn't necessary to pay any mind to. Let me know if you feel any of this, because we started off the new year just in a very slow, low vibration phase before it was new moon, which was on Sunday. And this week, it's starting to pick up a little bit in the vibration and the energy, although I'm feeling like I have just a complete brain fog. I have entered a new phase, which is the M phase, the menopause phase. I haven't felt any symptoms, and I'll be 50 this year. Whew, deep breath. Not so afraid of the aging process, but at the same time, it is a bit daunting. Chanel said that aging is not for sissies, and that's for sure. I think I've been very fortunate so far to feel so good, you know, but this brain fog is real. It's really real. So I'm going to have to research a little bit more and develop some practices for myself to deal with it. But I'm very excited about 2019, but not excited in the way that I'm like, yeah, I'm so excited. For me, it's just about, you know, being present and living in the moment, doing what I need to do. I can't control the outcome of things. All I can control is the action that I put into things. And that is what I will focus on. That's what I will focus on. I will not take on more than what I can complete. Just, you know, let one thing happen at a time. See, brain fog, losing my words. Let me know what 2019 is for you. So the main thing for me this year is to publish my book and also publish the Moon Phase yoga program that will be on my premium channel, so that you can flow with the moon and the sun and the earth in the way that I share in the book. But then I have a few other small little goals, or maybe not so super small. I'm going to learn French this year. That was something that I wanted to do last year, but because I wasn't going to start anything new, I realized that that wasn't a good thing to do because I was already so focused on writing. But my husband and we are going to learn French together through the Babbel app. So have you tried the Babbel app? So they claim that you can learn a language just by practicing 20 minutes a day. Now, I had French in high school for 1 year, loved it, and I've regretted for a long time that I didn't keep up with, you know, learning languages. I think it's such a great thing to spend your time on, and it's something that I want to spend the rest of my life on, is to learn languages. So I've had this fantasy that I wanted to move to France at some point, maybe when Lars goes to university. But then, and I might try that at some point. But then we visited Morocco over Christmas. We went to Marrakesh and I loved it. Oh my God, I loved it so much. I have to go back very, very soon. And they speak a lot of French there. So if at least I can do a little bit of French, and I might not become fluent, but just to understand and be able to speak a little bit, that's what I'm going to practice this year. So let me see by the end of the year how much I know. But I have so many French friends around me here in London, and I actually have the opportunity to speak French every single day if I want to. So I'm quite excited about this goal. Then also what I want to do is at least read one fiction book a month. I haven't been reading so much fiction for a long time. I kind of felt also that I was losing my focus because everything from YouTube to the whole social media thing just sort of, my attention span just really decreased. Last summer, I read 3 books. I shared that with you in one video. And I realized that, oof, I've lost a lot of my concentration. And that was another reason for taking myself off Instagram. So at the end of the year, I finished this book, Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. And I highly recommend it. I love this book. It is funny. It's so human. I resonated so much with Eleanor. Let me know if you read it, and if you haven't, it's a wonderful, wonderful read. For January, I have started Little Fires Everywhere. I'm not so crazy about this book so far. I've gotten to page 65, and I feel that it's just a little bit too detail-oriented with not really getting too much into the story. I was saying to my husband yesterday that, you know, I don't know what my rule is going to be, that if I read a book and it's not gripping me, should I just continue or should I just move on to the next book? And he said, life is too short, just move on to the next book, but maybe give it another 10 pages. So I'm giving it another 10 pages and I'll see, but I might move on to my next book because I have 2 other books that are on my list that I already have. But look at this nice little bookmark that I got, Hamsa, in Marrakesh. Regret that I didn't buy more of these, but I love this one so much. Let me have a little tea. Then another goal that I have is to chant more, learn more chants on my harmonium. And then my last thing was that I want to learn more about essential oils. I got started on that last part of last year. And when I was in Morocco with all of those amazing scents there, I was so inspired. So now I want to make my own little concoctions. So let's see what comes out of that. But yeah, that's about it. And my YouTube channel will continue, of course, with your support, with your feedback, with your requests. Let me know what it is that you like to see. The morning series is always popular. The flows are always popular. I think I will probably focus a little bit more on stress and anxiety this year. I've been getting a lot of requests about that. Also, you've been asking me, and especially Tiana was asking me if I could go through the books that I have here. And I also thought that I would reintroduce Philosophy Friday. I kind of missed that series, and there have been some of you that say that you missed that series as well. I'm wondering, would you be interested in me going through the Yoga Sutras? Get started on that. What do you think? Let me know in the comment box below. All right, so I think that is it for me. My brain fog is seriously inhibiting me from speaking and saying anything that might sound cohesive. But I hope that you understood this language. I don't think I was speaking Norwegian to you. I think I was speaking in English, but it might not be completely understandable. Oh, I'm going to finish my fig. This was one thing that I got back from Morocco. It's a fig with some kind of herb on it, and I can't remember. Maybe it's oregano. I can't remember, but it's so delicious. It's so delicious. And I actually wanted to make myself a matcha latte and share that with you, but I have misplaced my my whisk, my matcha whisk. I know I put it away someplace. I just can't remember where I put it, and I just cannot find it. Can't find it. It's seriously debilitating. If you've experienced menopausal brain fog, let me know in the comments and let me know what you do for it. I think I'm just going to curl under the covers and call it a day today. But I have a workshop on Sunday, so I have a little bit more preparation to do. But other than that, I don't think I'll be able to do much because, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I wanted to say hi. I wanted to just like get this video out there, even though it's not perfect. Nothing is perfectly imperfect. And videos will come on Wednesdays and Fridays. There might be some weeks that there are no videos, but I think for the most part, I will maintain that schedule. So if you lasted till the end, let me know what the schedule will be forward, so I know that you were here till the end. And if you're here till the end, bless you. I love you. You have an amazing attention span. Alrighty, my lovelies. Mwah. See ya.